in the darkest corners of human history, where the sounds of conflict drown out the whispers of peace, a fragile yet unyielding flame has always flickered. This flame is hope. It's the belief that even after the longest night, the sun will rise again. Today, we're going to talk about something incredibly powerful: the resilience of the human spirit, and how hope and faith become our strongest shields in times of war. Think about the stories you've heard, the black and white photos you've seen, a soldier clutching a picture of his family, a child sharing a piece of bread in a bombed-out city, a community gathering to sing amidst the ruins. These aren't just moments of survival, they are profound acts of hope. They are declarations that life, in its most fundamental form, is worth fighting for, not with weapons, but with kindness, with connection, and with an unwavering belief in a better tomorrow. War has a way of stripping everything away. It takes homes, it takes safety, and it takes loved ones. In that emptiness, what's left? For so many, what remains is faith. And faith here isn't just about religion, though for many it is a vital anchor. It's a broader, more universal trust. It's faith in humanity, faith in the idea that goodness will ultimately prevail, faith that the sacrifices made today will pave the way for a peaceful future for the next generation. It's the quiet confidence that even when we can't see the path forward, a path exists. This kind of faith isn't passive. It's an active, driving force. It's what motivates a medic to run into danger, a teacher to hold classes in a makeshift shelter, or a journalist to share stories from the front lines so the world doesn't forget. It's the engine that powers extraordinary acts of courage and compassion. It's the conviction that every small act of defiance against despair matters. When you choose to help a neighbor, to share a resource, or to offer a word of comfort, you are actively practicing faith in a shared future. So, how do people hold on to hope when everything around them is falling apart? It often starts small. It's found in routines, the simple act of making a cup of tea, reading a book, or telling a story to a child. These rituals create pockets of normalcy in a world of chaos. They are a way of saying, war cannot take everything. It cannot take this moment. This is psychological resilience in action. It's the mind's way of building a fortress, not of stone, but of habits and simple joys. Arts and music also become lifelines. Throughout history, in trenches, in camps, and in besieged cities, people have created. They've written poems, painted on scraps of canvas, and sung songs of freedom and longing. Why? Because art is a language that transcends destruction. It's a way to process the unimaginable, to express a depth of emotion that words alone cannot capture, and to connect with a part of ourselves that remains untouched by the violence outside. A song can become an anthem of resistance. A poem can become a prayer for peace. And then there's the power of connection. In times of war, the bonds between people become incredibly strong. Strangers become family overnight. Communities band together, sharing what little they have, protecting one another. This sense of solidarity is a powerful source of hope. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggle, knowing that someone has your back, that you are part of a collective fighting for the same dream of peace, can give you the strength to endure almost anything. It's the we that triumphs over the I. Think of the famous diary of Anne Frank. Trapped in an attic, her world shrinking by the day, she wrote with a wisdom and hope that continues to inspire millions. She wrote, "In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart." That is the essence of faith in humanity, holding on to that belief even when confronted with the worst of human behavior. Her words are a testament to the idea that our inner world, our spirit, can remain free even when our bodies are confined. Of course, it's not easy. There are moments of overwhelming despair, anger, and grief. Acknowledging this pain is also part of the process. Hope isn't about ignoring reality. It's about looking at it straight in the eye and still choosing to believe in the possibility of something better. It's about accepting the darkness while refusing to let it extinguish your light. True strength isn't the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of it. So, what can we, who may be watching from a place of safety, learn from this? First, we can learn about the incredible capacity of the human heart. It reminds us not to take our own peace for granted. Second, it calls us to be agents of hope ourselves. We can support organizations that provide aid. We can amplify the voices of those affected, and we can educate ourselves and others to foster understanding and prevent future conflicts. We can choose compassion over division in our own communities. The stories of hope from war zones are not just stories about them. They are stories about us. They reveal the very best of what it means to be human. They teach us that even when faced with the ultimate test, our spirit is capable of incredible things. Hope is not a lottery ticket. It's a tool. It's a choice we make every day to focus on the light, to build connections, and to believe in the future. It's the most powerful resource we have, and it's one that can never be truly conquered. The world can feel like a dark place sometimes, and the challenges we face can seem insurmountable. If you're struggling, please know that it's okay to ask for help. Reaching out to a friend, a family member, or a mental health professional is a sign of strength. There are resources available, and you don't have to go through it alone. Your well-being matters. Thank you for joining me in this reflection today. Let's carry these lessons of hope and faith with us, and let's do our part to build a more peaceful world. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue these important conversations. See you next time.